find the term that does not contain an x in x cubed plus 1 over x to the power of 60. Alright, let us see something here. Here, we're going to use the binomial theorem. Now, this, if you remember the binomial theorem, and in the earlier question, in a previous video, we saw how to remind yourself of what it says. Here the coefficient would be, you have 60 items to arrange a combination of how many x cubed? It will be 60 x cubes. You have x cubed will be to the power of 60, and the 1 over x will be to the power of 0. So on the left you have x cubed, its power will start from the top and go down. 60, 59, 58, 57, and so on. On the right you have 1 over x, its power will start from 0 and go up. Alright? Plus, you will have 60 items to arrange 59 x cubes. The x cubes, there will be 59 of them, and the 1 over x, there will be 1 of them. So the powers keep adding up to 60 at all times, plus 60 combination, 58 x cubes. The number of x cubes is 58, so the power is 58. The 1 over x, the power will be 2, plus, and so on and so forth. Alright? Now, here, what's going to happen at this point? The term does not contain an x. That means you're going to have x cubed to a certain power, whatever it is, call it a, times 1 over x to another power, call it b. Is going to be x to the 0. And x to the 0, you don't need to write it, so that term will not contain an x. Alright? Now, we have to figure out what that could possibly be. Now, if we have, for example, x to the 5 times 1 over x to the 5, that will be the same as x to the 5 times x to the negative 5. 5, x to the 5 minus 5 equals x to the 0. Remember that? Same thing, same argument as if we say x to the 5 divided by x to the 5 is equal to 1. We don't have an x. See that? So what that means is that we're going to have an x to the something times x, 1 over x. So something else, and those two somethings are equal. Now let's see something here. This x to the, if we expand the bracket here, it will be x to the 3a times 1 over x to the b. This will be 1 to the b, but it's just 1. So it's x to the b. So just like how the 5 and 5 here must be equal, the 3a and the b must be equal. So in this case, 3a is equal to b. See that? Alright. Now what's going to happen here? 3a is equal to b. Remember the powers, right? here, the power of x cubed and the power of 1 over x always add up to 60. So can use this one. We're going to say this power plus this power add up to 60. Right? So a and b always add to 60. So a plus b is equal to 60. Right? Now, the other thing that we have to consider, all right, 3a is equal to b, right? If we say that 3 times a is equal to b, how can we put these things together to solve and get an answer? Well, if 3a equal b, let's call this equation 1, equation 2. A plus b equals 60 is equation 1. 3a is equal to b is equation 2. Since b is 3a, let's put 3a here and see what happens. A plus 3a is equal to 60. That means 4a equals 60. What that means, divide both sides by 4. A is 60 over 4, which is 15. So in this case, a would be 15. And then over here now, if a is 15, so 15 plus b is equal to 60. So b is equal to 60 minus 15 equal 45. So b would be 45. Right? So here now, a is 15, b is 45. So there are 15 of the a cube, so it's 60c 15. Remember, we are arranging how many a cubes there are. So 60 a cubes multiplied, we have 60. There are 59 a cubes multiplied, we have 59. There are 58 a cubes multiplied, there are 58. There is 58. So how many a cubes we have? Going to be a. So the coefficient will be 60 ca, which is 15. All right. Now we have x cube to the power of a. So we have x cube to the power of 15, and then 1 over x to the power of what remains, which is b. So we see it's 1 over x to the b, and b is 45. It's 1 over x to the power of 45. Okay, so that's what we have. Could rewrite it and simplify it a bit. It is 60 combination 15, x to the 15, 3 is 45. X to the 45 times 1 over x to the 45. So you can see what would happen. 60c 15, and then x to the 45 over x to the 45 is x to the 0. So with x to the 0, you don't need to write it. So that is the term that will have no x in it. So this here is your answer, right? That's your answer there. So 60c15 x to the 3, no, x cubed to the 15, I mean. Alright, 60c15 x cubed to the 15 1 over x to the 45 is the term that does not contain any x in it. Alright? Alright, so that is that. I'll see you in the next video.